You call me drop it, I cop it. 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 Givenchy, I'm on it. I spend racks on my showroom. NFTs and they so cool. Yeah, I got a lot, man. Cryptos on the blockchain. We was on the block, man. Now we at the top, hey, Stop, man. If I ain't get you blocked, man. I get every drop, man. I be on that clock, yeah. You call me drop it, I cop it. The newest Givenchy, I got it. Collectibles all in my wallet. Bout to take off like a rocket. Givenchy, I'm on it. LV and make sure we pop it. I got a Batman and Robin. You call me drop it, I cop it. You call me drop it, I cop it. You call me drop it, I cop it. You call me drop it, I cop it.
What's up, my homies and fellow NFT collectors? Happy Wednesday. We do not have a drop today. We're just hanging out, but I do have some info I want to show you guys. The reason I'm streaming today is because I wanted to go over these prices, and I wanted to make a video about it, but really I got to go grocery shop and I don't have time to do all this editing and create an intro and make a whole video. So I'm just going to give it to my homies who come to my live streams. So we're going to go over that for sure. We're going to go over tomorrow's drop, the Seahawk #1, and of course talk about the 1-of-1 drop art that's coming. What's up, everybody in the chat? Thanks for hanging out with me. As you can see, we got a poll going. I want to see how much you guys think the price predictions, your price predictions for the 1-of-1 Ron English art. It looks like most people think it's going to go less than 10,000. Are y'all serious? I was thinking like over 100,000 or around 100,000. What's up, Flint Marco? What's up, Super BBK? What's up, Gus? What's up, Kurazami the Sniper? Mr. Evo says 10 to 50K. Seems low to me. What's up, True Stoner? What's up, Abe Phils? Yeah, I got the coffee ready, even though I don't need the extra caffeine today. We don't have a drop or anything, but I still like it. What's up, VeVe? VeVe. I like that name. Marco bought some Doonesbury NFTs recently. They were 1-of-7's Doonesbury. That sounds familiar. It sounds like it might be something that's super old school that I don't know much about. We're gonna get into this information I wanted to tell you guys about. I'll wait for some people to get here, so we'll check out the upcoming drop. 1 second. You can blame that on True Stoner. He put a coffee icon on there, so I had to take a drink. It made me think of it. It's like when somebody itches their nose and it makes you sneeze. What's up, Abdullah? Random Heroes in the house. Let's do the Random Hero GIF. What's up, Cow? What's up, Riley Pearson? What's up, Dan? Ikomi David is here. My new homie. Mr. Greedy is here. I don't know how to pronounce that word that he says every time he comes in the chat. I don't know. You have to let me know how to pronounce that, Greedy. All right, guys. I'll give you my predictions for tomorrow's comic. I already have them out. I got the common at 7 and the uncommon at 6.5, which is pretty high, but this is a 1980 comic, and we're going to talk about this comic also in the spreadsheet, which I'm going to pull up and show you guys. I'm going to give you some math, and I'm going to give you guys some information that's going to tell you some really undervalued comics. I might even buy some on the stream. I was right in the middle of doing my analysis, so I'm going to get into it. Like I said, I wanted to do a video about it, but instead I'm just going to tell you guys this this alpha. Metamagical Michael, his price predictions are already out for Seahawk. He's around the same prices as me, 5, 7, 21, 33, and 117 on the secret rare. So the secret rare is pretty nice prices here. Brian Ordeli's got 5, 6, 14, 44, and 205. It's first appearance of Seahawk, and she is becoming much more popular recently. What's up, Mark Gordon? What's up, Mr. Spikowski in the house? We got Dan. We got Mr. Roger E. We got Edwin. You know it when I say it at Decon. I want to hear a Greedy one. I need to get that on film. All right, I also have Ikomi Wiki pulled up. But let's get into the alpha right now, because it's going to get deep. We're going to get deep for a second here, y'all. Let me shrink you guys, and let me make this a little bigger. Let me find my, there we go. Make it a little bigger so everybody can see it. We'll go 150. Oh, that's a bit too much. We'll go 125. All right, so these prices right here are updated. Let me go ahead and label everything so you know exactly what we're looking at. This, of course, is the year. That is edition size. This is 9.6. If I do this, it'll give me a $sign. But this is the 9.6 rating on Go Collect. The 9.6 price, 9.2, 9.0, and 8.0. So I go to Go Collect and I use these prices they give me here. I wish I had the 9.8s, but I think you have to have an account on Go Collect. And then in the market here, this is the common, the uncommon, the rare. The cat is making some weird noises. What are you doing? Oh, she's just scratching stuff up like always. All right, so this is what the newest comics that have dropped, and this is really the important part right here. We've been blessed with these 20,000 edition comics. If you look through all of the other comics, tons and tons of them, they're all, what, 30,000 edition comics. And now, recently, we've got the 20,000 edition comics because they haven't been selling out. So they've been hooking us up with 10,000 less editions, and that is a blessing. We need to figure out exactly where the blessing is, and that's where this comes in right here. If you compare the 20,000 edition comics with the 30,000 edition comics, there's not much difference in uncommons, rares, ultra rares. Secret rares, pretty good difference there. I mean, that's 1/6 of a difference. But the commons, oh my goodness, this is where your money is. Let me check the chat. What's up, Mr. Darklink? What's up, Jabe's Fillings in the house? We're going over some of the recent comic prices. I'm going to show you why these certain ones are really, really good pickups right now. Got to get the bag is in the house. What's up, my man? No drop today. We're just hanging out. We're going over the market. We're going to check out Ecomi Wiki. We're going to check out the one-of-one auction that's coming up. Flip Marco says it would cost you $10 a month to get the 9.8 prices. Oh, I didn't know it was that cheap. Yeah, I'd need to get those for sure. Seahawk is useless without a 9.8 price, but I'm sure we can look that up online too. At work, but took a second to say hi. Thank you, Laresh, for stopping by. We do have a poll going on your price predictions. Looks like 10K to 50K has overtaken the less than 10K. I like to see that. It's a little more bullish. I was in this range, at least 50K to over 100K possibly. Is there a link to the spreadsheet? Yes, this is Bud Thompson's spreadsheet. It's a public spreadsheet, and I'm on sheet 299 down here. I have some other sheets set up, but Thompson has some sheets set up. We have we used to have a calculator where you could see how much your prices, how much your collection was worth, but nowadays you can just go online to your app and find that out. All right, so what I want to really get into here is these commons. Like I said, this is the big difference here. All these other 30,000 edition comics have 21,000 commons, whereas these 20K edition comics have 12,000 comics. So if we take something like, let's see, where's Uncanny X-Men 266? That's the first appearance of Gambit, and it came out in 1990. So let's compare that. Let me paste that here real quick. Let's compare that with, what's that first appearance of Cable? New Mutants 87. Let's copy that one. It would be nice if we could do the New Mutants 98, but it has a different edition size because that's Deadpool's first appearance. But Cable is also a very popular character. So let's compare these to each other real quick since they're out in the same year. Can I insert a row, please? They came out in the same year. And they both have first appearance of important characters. And the prices right here are pretty close, not exactly. And if you look at the commons, I mean, this one's already where it should be. It's twice as much as New Mutants 87, so there's nothing new there, nothing special there. I guess these are not a great pickup right now. I wouldn't be like grabbing them or anything. Maybe the secret rares. But then you go to Tells the Astonished 13 Group FA. You look at 14,977 is how much it goes for, and a 9.2. So let's find a 9.2 that is comparable. And what's this year did it come out? 1960. So let's find something that's around 15,000 and a 9.2. We got 12,000 here. This came out in 1964. It's pretty comparable. Let's see. Did I go ahead and paste that? Let me go ahead and paste this. We're going to compare this to Avengers number 4. Came out in 1964. Let's see. Boom. Copy. Boom. Paste. All right. So these are pretty comparable in prices right here. Pretty close to each other. And you look at the common. Tells to Astonish is half the price of Avengers number 4. And there's almost twice as many Avenger number 4 commons. So this is like super, super undervalued right now. In the future, when we get a lot of users, a lot of comic collectors, everybody likes the commons. Commons seem to do well, and if you look at the macro, you go to the big stuff, you go to Amazing Fantasy 15, and as the prices go up, the commons and the uncommons start to separate, and the commons start to be more than the uncommons. Let's look at anything else that's worth a ton. Here's one right here. Dr. Doom FA. So they're pretty close still here. And on a lot of these, the uncommons sell for more than the commons, but once you get to the higher prices, the commons flip the uncommons. See, the commons flip the uncommons on the higher prices. So really, the commons are the ones you really need to be stacking. I know people like scarcity. I love scarcity. They call me the scarcity vault sometimes. But in this instance, the commons are the ones people want, they recognize. And if you look at something like this, Tales of Astonish number 13, it's about the same prices of Avengers number 4 around the same year. All these are around the same edition size when you're looking at 20K to 30K, uncommons, rares, ultra rares, but the commons, there's almost twice as many commons on those 30K editions as there are on the 20K edition comics. So we look at some other ones that it might be valuable here. Gambit, I think Gambit might be a good pickup still at 5.85 compared to Cable. But if you look at, is it New Mutants 98? What's the price of that? Let's go check out New Mutants 98 price. How many editions is that too? I think 25,000. 25,000 editions. What's up, JB? I hit an AF-15 secret rare on the drop. Congratulations. Would you swap it for a SpiderMan secret rare? I would not. I would hold that AF-15 secret rare maybe till 50K. That's what I told BE. BE, I was telling him I think maybe 50K on it eventually. What were we looking at? We're gonna find New Mutants real quick. What's up to Yizzo? So why are these 20K ones a good buy right now? I don't get it. It's the commons. The commons are where the real advantage is. That's what I'm trying to explain. Now, I need to find New Mutants 98 because I really want to compare the first appearance of Deadpool because I think that common is pretty expensive. I know I sold several of the New Mutants 98 commons around 60 gems each. It's probably not that expensive anymore. But it was up there. It has an all-time high that's pretty high. And it came out in 1990 or 91, I believe. 1983 is when New Mutants #1 came out. So the commons here are selling for, let's find out, $9.99, 10 gems. They're not expensive at all. That's probably a good pickup too. So they go to $10.50, and if we go into the spreadsheet and compare that with the Gambit first appearance, they're half the price, even though, well, let's see what the edition size are on this one, because I know that New Mutants 98 has a different edition size than others. Does it tell us the edition size on here if we click into it? Maybe it doesn't. Oh, show more. There we go. 48,000 editions, total 1,000. Oh, this is one of the 60K edition drops. All right, so that has a ton of editions. Commons, 48,000 commons. Compare 48,000 commons to only 12,000 commons. That's 4 times as much. There's 4 times as many New Mutant 98 commons as Gambit FA commons, and they're both around the same year released, and they both have first appearance of important characters. So again, I've already bought like 5 of those. I think the Groot FA right now and the Uncanny X-Men Gambit FA are great pickups. Venom #3, first appearance of Null, was also a 20K drop. Its commons are right now at 5.35, so they're not a great price. And if we have some more 20K edition drops, like She-Hulk. Now, She-Hulk we need to check out because I was looking at that on Go Collect. We'll check that out. I'm assuming that's going to be a 20,000 edition drop. What's up, Uncle Jay? Let's go. Yeah, we're just chilling. We're hanging out. Scarcity is a factor, says K Bacon, but you have to also consider when people can buy 2 to 3 commons for the price of the uncommon or rare, it effectively reduces the supply. That's true. And then the prices catch up. Just Envy Bro, AF-15 SR, stop being nasty. You will help this community. Was I being nasty? What are we talking about? You must be talking to somebody else. It wasn't me. Sell it and change his name. About 4 hours from now, the auction begins. Yeah, I did notice you can see the auction now in the artworks tab, but you can only see it on the web app because I could not find it on the mobile app. There it is, the David Warhol by Ron English, 1 edition. It starts at 3 p.m. I'm assuming that's Eastern Standard Time. I think the web app updates to your clock. And it's an artist proof. This should be interesting. I think, is it 3 days? Is the auction last for 3 days? I'm going to put in a bid of like 150 gems, even though I know that's not going to win it, just to be a part of that first auction. All right. So like I said, guys, that's what I'm thinking on the commons of the most recent comic drops. Now, if we look up She-Hulk, I try to look up She-Hulk #1. That's a different comic than what's dropping tomorrow. Tomorrow's is actually called Savage She-Hulk #1. Let's see what those Go prices are looking like. There it is. This is from 1980. Go Collect says 300 on the 9.6, 200 and 200. And what year did it come out? 1980, I said. All right. So if we're looking at something that's similar, boom, this is going to be a lot more expensive. So let's check out Savage She-Hulk #1, She-Hulk FA. Maybe use these numbers over here. 20,000 edition. And what do we say? 300, 200, 200, and 200. All right. So if you compare that to let's see, 1988. It's should be a lot more expensive than this Marvel Age #4. It's got a first appearance too. So that's why I've got pretty decent price predictions on it. We looked at them earlier. I got 7 on the common tomorrow and 6.5 on the uncommon, 19 on the rare, 35 on the ultra rare, 105 on the secret rare. Let's see. Let's get it back up here. Let me get you guys back. Whoa, what happened, Flint Marco? There's people arguing in the chat. Did you guys not like my opinion on the comics? Is that what started the argument? Just kidding, I doubt it. So it is her for FA. Yeah. It's her first appearance. If we look up She-Hulk #1. See, this one came out in 1980. You can see right there. But if you look up She-Hulk #1, I think that came out like in 2000 or something. Yeah, this one right here. 2004. So the one that's dropping tomorrow, Savage She-Hulk, is definitely She-Hulk's first appearance, and she's becoming much more popular recently. So I think it's going to be a good drop. And let's see, we've been keeping our eye on the Pride price because they have been talking about that airdrop that's eventually coming. The price has been going down on it. They have not confirmed the airdrop, but David Yu did mention it when he was on an interview, I think with Superstar Money. So I do think that's I do think it's coming. I might have to pick up some more of those. I'm talking myself into picking up some more of those comics. All right, let's see the final price predictions for you in this poll. It looks like most people, half the chat, think it's going to go to 10K to 50K. That's really not that expensive for a one of one. And people are saying you're not going to be able to resell that because you're paying the max price that you want to pay for it more than anybody else. So how would you be able to resell it? The point is for you to be able to resell it whenever you're interoperable, and you can put it on OpenSea most likely. Cheesemo said, "Come at me, bro. I ain't scared. I ain't even been paying attention. Don't watch it if you feel your time is wasted. This is always a good." Whose time am I wasting? I'm just hanging out with the homies. What's up? What's up? There are thousands of 9.8s. Yeah, we need to check out the 9.8s. But then we need to check 9.8s for all of them, and you don't get that information on Go Collect. What's up, Orange Bag Lady, the OG in the house? Looking forward to seeing how the art auction goes. So am I. Does anybody know, is it going to be 3 days? This is called the Savage She-Hulk. #1 9.8. See, I was trying to find those prices. If you go to Go Collect, it won't show you, but eBay will show you. 9.8, 2,000, but I don't necessarily know that that's a sold one. So what we'll do is we'll do Savage She-Hulk 1, 9.8. Actually, if we do it like this, I think they have an option where you can pick 9.8 grade. Yep, 9.8. And I want to see the sold listings. I don't care about what people are asking for. I want to see what people are paying for it. 720. Answer here is 720, 9.8, 725, 695. So pretty much you're at 700 on those 9.8s. Now, if you want to compare that with another comic that you think is close to it, like what was the other one we saw? Marvel Age Annual 4. We already know that's not going to be very expensive, but we'll try. Oh, sorry about that. I hope that wasn't loud. Kind of hit my mic there. Marvel Age Annual was at 4. And then we'll find the 9.8. Make sure that's the right one for it. Yep. Let's go grade 9.8. They don't even have 9.8s. Yep, there are no 9.8s because I guess they don't exist. Let's do 9.2 then. There's only one of those. $55. So I think that's the one that we have on the Go Collect that's already listed for $55. Yeah. So you compare those two. I mean, She-Hulk should be outselling this by a lot. Tucson says Flint is right. 9.6 predictions are useless. All right, maybe I should just pay for those 9.8s. She-Hulk is boo-boo. Uh-oh. What's up, Daniel Marquez? I'll see you guys tomorrow. I came in real quick to hit the like button. Thank you, my dude. Have a good day. Have a good day to you as well. We're just checking out the comic prices and comparing them to some of the 30,000 edition comics because it's a good way to gauge the market, especially on the commons whenever there's almost half as many commons. Are they going to tell us how much the art sells for? I don't think so. I don't see why they would. Since it's a silent auction, we'll probably never know. Only comics after 1980 is where you need the 9.8 prices. Yeah, a lot of these don't have even 9.6 prices because they are recent comics. There's none for Marvel Legacy #1. There was one 9.6, but no 9.2s or 8.0s, anything like that. Thor #1 had all of them. 2014, surprisingly. So that makes me think that this might be a good comic if people are sending them off to be graded, even though it came out in 2014. You can see Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. Nobody's grading those. Marauders 21. Nobody has graded those, but that just came out. And then on the, let's see, 1991, they're grading them, but they're not getting much on the Incredible Hulk. I don't think that's a great character anyway. I think Ron English said 4 days for the auction. All right, thank you. 4 days. But why put out C- alpha? Oh, is that not good alpha? Hey, if you don't want it, you ain't got to keep it or take it. I think that's a good pickup. So if you're talking about Uncanny X-Men 266 common and Tales to Astonish 13 common, I think those two are super great pickups for the long term because of the low edition size of commons on the 20,000 edition comics compared to the 30,000 edition comics. Good morning, Chago. What's up, Bobby Greeno? What's up, Cole Reed in the house? We could do a giveaway as well since you guys are hanging out with me. Oh, actually, I don't know if we can. Last time I tried to do a giveaway, my bot didn't work. I was trying to do it with my members only. Let's see if my bot is working today, my giveaway bot. Create giveaway, right? So I think it's G create. Let's see if it works. Oh wow, that's a whole new thing. Duration, we'll do all right, so guys, you might want to head to the Discord server. It's linked in the description. We'll do a giveaway of, let's see what we're going to give away. I got some OpenSea NFT profile pictures that my subscriber sent to me. They don't have any utility, but they're just cool for profile pictures. And this is Super Pal Dwayne, which was it originally a project on Solana, and it's of course The Rock. And I can give away like 3 of these. Let's do 3 giveaways, and we'll do it in the giveaways channel with the lion emoji, and we'll do 3 minutes. Number of winners 3. I've never done this. They've set up my bot differently. Super Pal Dwayne NFT. Yeah, sure. Submit. Let's see if this works. Oh wow. So it's a whole new thing. I like that. All right, so click on this right here, I think, to enter the yeah, it says 1 entry. Click on this party popper emoji to enter the giveaway. I like it. I like it though. They kind of hooked up the giveaway bot for me. All right, guys, this is in the giveaways channel under the information tab. Go buy it. That's the problem with leeches expecting handouts. A guy who is leading streamer is too cheap to pay for the correct info. That's the problem. Hey, I do pay for Zoom. I pay for Canva. I pay for all kinds of stuff. But no, I didn't pay for, because see, the thing is, okay, why do we need 9.8 when we have all these numbers that you can compare with each other? So we have 4 sets of numbers here. And as a mathematician, that's all I need. I mean, I've got lots of numbers. I don't need every single number. Do I really need them? Are 9.8s that important? I know they are in the comic book world, so maybe I'm wrong about that, but I felt like I had enough information there that I can make some conclusions. Partner statue giveaway. Why don't you give me a partner statue? How about you give me 2 partner statue and I'll give 1 away? What's up, Ezekiel Speak? Let's go. I saw that video you did about VeVe FUD. It was very fun. Very fun indeed. All right, so we do have a giveaway going. It's going off in 2 minutes. It's for 3 Super Pal Dwayne NFTs, so there'll be 3 winners. Apparently, we're checking out the new giveaway bot. You click on this, and it enters you. Yeah, I entered myself. If I win, I'll give that away to somebody else. Jose says, what do you think is a better stack, blue chips and grails or complete all sets that you can go for long term? I really don't see a lot of advantage to completing sets right now, because if we get into the Master Collectors program, which I'll try to pull up right here, they have revision notes. I wonder if the revision notes is more accurate. If you get into the Master Collectors program and you start comparing, yeah, that doesn't have anything in it. It does. It has some updated information, but this is the numbers we want to look at. Like I said, I'm all about the numbers. The one-off points we're not worried about. We're worried about daily recurring points. And if you look at collectible points, you get 1 point for each collectible, and then you get this set points. There's your rarity bonuses, of course. 5 for the secret rare is important. But if you're looking at set points, 5 collectibles or more, those are the really big sets. There's really not a lot of those. You'd actually get 5 points, which is pretty nice. But if you're looking at 2 set collectibles and or 3 collectible sets, 4 collectible sets, and you compare them with the comic prices, and you're getting rares for 2 points per day. Rares are like 7 gems. Rares are like 6 gems each, right? That's 3 gems per point. And how much does it cost to complete one of these sets? A couple hundred gems? A couple hundred gems for 3 points per day compared to a rare for 6 gems or 7 gems. Let's look at some of these rare prices. You can get rares $7.79, $7.55, $7.45. The rares are really cheap, and you get 2 points per day. I don't really see a lot of reason to complete collectible sets for MCP points. Where was it? There we go. Collectible points for MCP points whenever you get so much for the comics. I would go in and buy every rare comic if I was trying to stack up MCP points. Now, of course, you don't get to stack those for duplicate comics. So if you had 2 rares, the second rare would only be worth 1 point per day. However, with commons and uncommons, you can stack those. Uncommons are half a point. And some of these uncommons, you can get for 2.79 gems. So you're still the money is in the rares, and even if you look at the ultra rares at 15 gems, ultra rares give you 3 points per day. So that's 5 gems per point compared to trying to complete a set that costs 200 gems or 150 gems. Yeah, I don't see the math in that. What's up, Jorge Santos? I'll be going for as many as I can. I think I probably will tomorrow too, yes. Only people who liked the stream can enter, says Anon. Oh yeah, I forgot about the giveaway. Let's see if it's gone off yet. There we go. We got 3 winners. Make sure you guys accept my friend request will be the first step. After you are accepted my friend request, then I can send a message and get your ETH address, and then I'll send those NFTs out to the winners after the stream. When I click the party emoji for the giveaway, it says invalid form body. Invalid form body. Ooh, what'd you do, Mr. Evo? Whoa. I don't know. This is a whole new thing now. Can we check out the giveaway summary? Nah, I don't want to look at that. I don't know what's up with that, Mr. Evo. I have to check that out. One of the reasons I've changed my strategy and started selling, I don't care about MCP no more. I've earned enough points. I'm getting what I want now. Yeah, I've done that a lot. Just collect what you like. Of course, they always say to do that. That's why I've been getting into the Labricorns. That's why I'm all about getting the art. But I do have some stuff that I bought to flip, like the Bombs team, hoping that'll go up. I have a whole lot of commons. I'm rolling in points. Yeah, since they're stackable, you can be rolling in points on the commons if you're stacking those up. You're stacking rares is free money exploit for MCP points. I agree. What's up, BE in the chat? Let's go. We are just hanging out. No drop today. Comics not collectibles, says as you speak. Football says, what do you get for the points? For the MCP points, it even tells you down here. We'll find it. You can use them in the future. Here we go for drop raffles. So actually, I think if we look up the more revised edition of MCP, it gets more into what you can use them for. Yeah, the drop raffle. It says the MCP drop lottery is now the MCP drop raffle. Instead of bidding individual points, collectors will now purchase drop raffle tickets. So I'm assuming whenever we have one of these Q style drops that everybody on the app will get 1 ticket to the drop. However, you'll be able to use your MCP points to get extra tickets. Drop raffle win probability will increase with the number of raffle tickets purchased. There you go. So if you decide to use a bunch of your MCP points on an upcoming Yoda first appearance drop and you decide to get 5 tickets to that drop, then you're going to have a 5 times better chance than somebody who didn't spend any MCP points on that drop. Additionally, any collector who is not successful in the drop raffle will get 90% of those points returned. So if you do put in a bunch of MCP points to go for that raffle and you don't end up getting it, you get 90% back, but they keep 10%. Set points have been slightly reduced. They even reduced the set points. Even after we went through that and I told you that comics were much better than sets, they're even reducing them from a maximum of 6 to 5. Not a big reduction, as they give too much advantage to those on the collectible sets track compared with those collecting just comics. I don't know about that. Yeah, and you can also, and I don't see it in here, but they did mention that you would be able to use MCP points to buy accessories for your showroom, which could be very exciting, although we don't know exactly what that means. That can mean anything. We do want to check out some of the biggest winners and losers right now, the gainers and losers. Wait, so what's the deal with stacking rares exploit? It's not really an exploit. It's just math. It's just math. Let me show again. If we look at some of the prices for the rare comics right now, I'll move this a little bit so you can see it, because the rares are obstructed by the chat. Boom. Look at some of the rare prices. You got 7.79, 7.55, 7.69. This is just the recent stuff. You have some, these are old prices, but you have some that are even cheaper. And then you go into the Master Collectors program. If you're trying to get points from Master Collectors and you're looking at the comic daily recurring points, you get 2 points per each rare that you own. So if you're looking at a rare that costs 7 gems, that's 3.5 gems per point. You're paying 3.5 gems per point by buying that comic. Now, if you're looking at a collectible set, let's say something that's 2 or 3, let's pick out a set that I have completed. I ain't completed many of them. I completed this one. All right, so the Bomb Team set. Actually, the best way to do it would be BBsetlist.com. If you guys haven't seen this website, I'll link it in the chat. Very useful. It gives you the prices and the point values, MCP point values of a bunch of the sets on the app. Let me move this a little bit so you can see it better. Boom, there we go. All right, so if you're looking at, let's say, Silver Surfer, it's a set by itself. You would only get 2.25 MCP points per day, which is $35 per MCP point. Here's one that's kind of cheap. The Jurassic World Dominion beta set. Of course, those beta NFTs are really cheap right now. It'd only be $80 to complete that set. So you're getting 8.75 gems per day, and that's $9 or 9.19 gems per MCP point. And you compare that with a rare comic that costs 7 gems or 6 gems or 8 gems. That's 4 points per 4 MCP points per gem. A much better ratio. Of course, if you have a bunch of gems and you end up buying a bunch of stuff, then you're gonna reach a point where the rares are gonna be more expensive than other ways to get MCP since you can't stack them. But there are a ton of cheap rares on the app right now. They're gonna be more. So rares make sense. It makes sense to have at least one rare in your collection. Let's check out, see what the biggest winner is. Surprisingly, we got the UCI Italy T-Rex. Make sure you guys are signed up for Ecomi Wiki, because duplicates only earn 1 point. Yep. Comics rares are generally cheap on the app and can basically give you the most MCP points. Absolutely. I kind of like the 90% back thing. It used to be 50% back, I think, and they changed that. So I do like 90% better. 2 rares for 3 MCP, then stack a bunch of cheap uncommons for unlimited MCP. Yeah, some of them are like 2 gems for commons, so I can see why that's a very smart stack. Alright, so Black Cat is up here as one of the top gainers. A lot of times it seems like when the top gainers are a bunch of NFTs you haven't heard about for a while or aren't very valuable, that means the market is down. It's probably the case right now. We'll check some of the biggest losers. Those would be probably, I don't want to say some of the grails, but I can see Ultra Rare Vader being on that. The AMC posters are the big gainers right now, up to 28 gems. But the fact that there's only 20 listed is what's making it valuable. Daisy Duck is moving up finally. Dang, she moved way up. 53. Somebody must have bought up that floor. It looks like somebody's buying the floors for some of this cheap stuff. I think that's kind of what's going on here. See how we have a big spike here? It goes from 36 listed within an hour to 20 listed, and the price goes from 23 to 28. But Daisy Duck was probably even a bigger change. Yeah, so for within within an hour, within a couple hours, it went from 103 listed Daisy Duck lenticulars to 93 listed. Yeah, 93. So they took 10 off the market, and the price went from 44 to 53.79. So we are seeing some pumps on some particular things. Surprising to see the Ghostbusters logo there. I don't know if one of those guys sold. Let's check out some of the biggest losers as well. Got to refresh to check biggest losers. Let me bring up my chat. Freddie Cox, what's up, my man? Do you think rares have a bigger upside than common or uncommon because of MCP, i.e. pop and rares when MCP launches? Yeah, I do think rares should go up in value when MCP launches. The question is it better to stack stuff that's going to give you MCP points or stuff that's going to go up in value, or both? And if you're looking for a mix of both, then we're going to get into what I was talking about earlier, and that is these commons. These the commons from the 20,000 edition drops, like Gambit First Appearance, Tales to Astonish First Appearance. They're super cheap right now, and they give you the MCP points. Looking at rares, 13, and you're also getting the value on those because you're investing in something that you expect to go up in value, because it makes sense that it would go up in value. I lost it. Where's my Comey Wiki? There we go. Ride the Lightning Board is on the top for the biggest losers list. Let's see where it went. 24 listed. It's down to $12.99. Holiday Group went way down to 9 gems. And that's because a lot more are getting listed. As you see, this is the number listed on the market, and the number listed goes up, price goes down. Snowflake Labbit. I'm surprised some of these Labbits are so cheap. Let's see, where is that? It was at $36.99, and there were 38 listed. Now there are 42 listed, and it's all the way down to 29 gems. There's only, let's see, what's the addition on that? 1888, only 1,888 additions. The price is 29 gems. That might be a good pickup if you like the Labbits. We know that Frank Kozik, the artist, has talked about Labbit breeding, and he did say it'd be at the end of this year, although VeVe didn't confirm or agree. I think they even said, I don't know about that. They said something like that. What's your opinion about the current state of the Bitcoin stock market? When do you think we will bottom out? Oh, I'm not a stock market or cryptocurrency dude. I'm just a VeVe app guy. I would talk to like Crypto Pro, watch Crypto Pro. I know Andre Geek's been talking about it a lot recently on his channel. Let's see. I mean, it depends on the war, right? Kind of depends on when that war ends. And of course, a lot of talk about the China economy right now. If the China economy is as bad as everybody is saying it is, I mean, I don't see prices going up anytime soon. The Gold Dragon Girl is on the list for one of the biggest losers. I've been trying to pick her back up around 200. She actually, I don't know. I don't think that's... She was at 200 before. Let's see. Yeah, she was at 200 here. She was at 185 here. Right now she's at 230, and there are 55 listed. I'm a big fan of that NFT, but I don't own one right now. Black Panther is on here. This is the uncommon. Strangely, the uncommon is on the list because a bunch of them just got listed. There's now 138 listed, and it's down to 15 gems first appearance. I'm sorry, Zeki Speak says, the only reason I'm not min-maxing for MCP is because I feel like VeVe can change it anytime. That is true. I've been saying that they should make comics into sets if you own all 5 of the rarities, but like I mentioned earlier, comics are already a little bit overpowered MCP points, so if they do that, they would have to rework the MCP points on those completely. And until it's announced, I don't want to put my money anywhere but liquidity stacks and grails at the moment. Probably smart. I know somebody, I'm sure a lot of people saw that tweet where somebody mentioned they had sold their whole entire collection just to buy, I think it was Ultra Rare Vader and an AF-15 common. Probably smart. Auto delistings can also affect the floor. That's very true. We need transparency to get accurate info. I don't know how they do those auto delistings. I don't think they do them all like at one time. I think it's just the second you list something onto the market, that 30-day clock begins, and then as soon as it's exactly at 30 days, it gets delisted if it's not sold yet. Let's see some more on here. Throg is on here. I haven't looked at Throg in a long time. Throg is down to 11 gems. Kobe David says, do you think Dragon Ball Z is coming, or what David Yu means in his tweet? All right, so what I heard, and since I didn't hear it myself, it's definitely just rumored, but I think Rev Alex G was in a Twitter space last night, and he said that yes, there's a drop coming that starts with a D, but it is not a new IP. And from that, I inferred that it could be another Marvel character, which is not a new IP, but a new first appearance. And what are some Marvel characters that start with the letter D? First one I thought of was Daredevil, a Daredevil character drop. Can you guys think of any other Marvel characters? You're probably better at it than I am. That start with the letter D. And we don't yet have the Medium article for tomorrow's drop, unless they just dropped it recently. The Seahawk, oh, they did. Savage Seahawk, I'm assuming it's a 20k edition drop. I do like the secret rare. Yeah, 20,000 editions, 12,000 commons. Sell C3PO for another common, AF-15. I mean, the fact that they dropped, I do kind of feel like it wouldn't be a horrible time to start picking up AF-15 commons. I kind of like the rares. I go back and forth on which I like more. You should get 15 MCP points a day for AF-15 secret rare. Yeah, really, that's a special one. Clarence says, sell C3PO for another. Yeah, I would selling C3PO though. Yeah, I've been selling. I sold all of my. Let me bring up my account here. I sold all of my Disney Golden Moments because I don't feel like there's a ton of users buying on the app right now, and those have a high edition count. I went into, as you can see, art a little bit. We got Decon coming up. I don't have a ton of stuff. I got a lot of comics. Zach says, do you think I might stack some common Ron English stuff? Yeah, but what stuff in particular? I mean, the Ukraine stuff is going to be historical and is super cheap, especially the high school Granica. No, grade school Granica. Let's see. The flowers. I don't know about the flowers so much. And then what other Ron English stuff exactly is there? Some of his stuff was dropped a long time ago. Oh, yeah, we're talking about the serial killer stuff. I'm not a huge fan of the serial killer stuff. I would, if anything, if you like the Ron English stuff and you want to invest into that artist in particular, because he is a very popular artist. I was just watching like a documentary on him this morning. It wasn't really a documentary. It might have been a YouTuber, a VeVe YouTuber who did it. I can't remember exactly what I was watching, but it kind of gave a history of him. I think it was VeVe and 3's video. And if you want to invest into his stuff, I would get the ultra rares. I would get the count calories, the stuff is the most scarce and that people are going to need if they want to complete those sets. Deadpool, Drax. Ooh, Drax is another one. We've had a Deadpool, so it wouldn't be a FA. Could be anything Disney, that's true. Robert Harrison says, I saw your tweet. Why is Common DeLorean not going to be drivable? Common DeLorean will be drivable. So how I compare it is, you got the Common DeLorean, you got the Rare DeLorean, and you got the Ultra Rare DeLorean. The Rare DeLorean is like a statue in your yard. The Ultra Rare DeLorean is like a car you can drive around. The Common DeLorean would be like a remote control card. It would be drivable, but it'd be really small. You can only maximize it to a certain extent, where it's only big enough to look like a remote control card, and then you can drive it around like a remote control car, but it wouldn't be drivable to where you could get into it and drive around the metaverse, I don't think. The other one is the glider. This is the static one. Maybe you can fly those gliders around. I mean, if you can use those as transportation around the metaverse, I mean, flying is going to be better than driving. The USS Enterprise might be the most undervalued NFT on the app. I think the D is Daredevil since he is in Seahawk. Ooh, yeah, Daredevil might be it. Next wave of Disney Golden Moments. I would be down for another Disney Golden Moments drop. Honestly, I know people would not like that, especially Disney Golden Moment holders, but it always brings a lot of people to the app. I do like these posters too. I might get into these posters at some point. The prices have been coming down on them. And we're going to have some more poster drops in the future too. And whenever we drop more posters, those are definitely going to go up in price. Sunflowers are cheap. They are cheap. Do we have Dumbo yet? Ooh, I didn't think about Dumbo. Dumbo first appearance. That would be huge. I feel like it would be a Disney Golden Moment. But what if they just had a Dumbo drop and there was like 5 rarities or maybe just 3 rarities and one of them was animated? I think that would be a blue chip and maybe not a grail. You know, a lot of people have been talking about the Boba Fett ultra rare prices. It's at 175 right now. Thanos collectible would be sick. Thanos collectible would be very sick. Diesel says no Dumbo. With an Infinity Gauntlet that can be activated by the stones. Now, we're already got a couple stones on the app. And I'm assuming that you're going to have all 6 stones at some point. So I'm surprised that the Tesseract is still selling for as cheap as it is. However, there's, you know, not a ton of people collecting those right now. And whenever we get another, you saw what happened with Eye of Agamotto. Whenever we get another Infinity Stone dropping, the Tesseract is going to pump for sure. I don't own any myself, but I need to. What's up, Humble Home Cuisines in the house? Let's go. We don't have a drop today. We're just hanging out. I got a whole new drop stream set up. I don't have my Omi Homies graphic rebuilt yet. I'm going to be rebuilding that soon. I don't get how David knows what's coming next, but didn't know that AF15 was dropping. What makes you think he didn't know that AF15 was dropping? He was teasing it in the community update, so I think he did know that. Doctor Strange. Ooh, Doctor Strange would be a good collectible to drop. I hear you, Edwin. Nice one. The glider has to have some utility. It was 197 gems on drop day. Yeah, absolutely. And I always pay attention to retail price. Retail price in the past has shown that the stuff that ends up costing more whenever it drops ends up being worth more. Let's try this search option. I don't use this very much. That's not how you spell glider. Glider. Ultra rare. Originally 197. It's only 105 gems. Let's see if we can get to the market on it. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you're able to drive that or fly that around the metaverse, then that's a huge pickup. That's the real Dr. D Gen. I think I follow him. He's got a cool Twitch channel, I believe. Very popular. Dr. Doom, yeah, it could be Dr. Doom. Danger Mouse, wait, I never heard of Danger. It sounds familiar. 100% not happening, but I loved that show. It sounds familiar, Danger Mouse. I feel like I know that. EKNO says, do you think the floors in the market will drop for the auctions? Not really. I mean, they've already started dropping, and the only explanation is for the auctions. But I don't understand why, unless it's just well selling off. But if that was the case, then you would see a bunch of the same names listed here on the floor. So I don't know. I don't think so. He's already out as a mighty. Dr. Doom is, yeah, but you can still have the character drop. Yeah, for sure. What's up, Jay? Money in the house. Let's go. Would I sell a R2D2? Ugh, I don't know. That's one of those ones you should probably hold on to. Just saw it. Let's see if we can check the price on it if it pops up for us. I'm not used to using the web app. I guess it's easier to just search, right? Just hit R2 and it'll pop up. Search is very handy. 919. It is pretty cheap right now. I don't like selling stuff whenever the price is down, but it's not like it has thin floors, and there are a lot of additions. Let's see if we can see the edition size on that. 7,000, 8,000, 8,333 additions. That's a tough call. I don't think I would sell my golden moments. I mean, if you're holding long term, it's smart to stack golden moments. I want to stack them again, but with there not being as many people on the app right now, that's why I sold mine. He knew it was dropping for months. You good? He just couldn't tell anybody. Yeah, I think so too. The terror that flaps in the night. Darkwing Duck. Don't we already have Dark? No, we have Deadpool Duck. Superstar money in the house. Let's go. How's your Ron English collection looking after that interview? I didn't go big on the Ron Englishes just because I don't love the serial killers. They don't speak to me. I gotta buy what I like. What I'm really excited for, Superstar money, is the jukeboxes. The jukeboxes that Ron English are going to be producing on the app. I think it's going to be a big drop, and once you own those jukeboxes, you're going to be able to buy, I don't know if they're going to be albums or tracks. There's probably going to be Steve Aoki is involved. I saw an article that showed that Steve Aoki was working working with him on this. Why do I have 2 Aston Martins? That must be a glitch. For a second there, I thought I was rich. I had 2 Aston Martins. I was like, what's going on? But no, it's the same serial number, unfortunately. Darn. Dane says, David, you said he was surprised AF-15 dropped that day and didn't even know it until it was officially announced. Thought it was a strange comment. I don't think that's what he was talking about. I think I know the comment you're mentioning, and I think he was replying to somebody who was talking about how several countries were not able to participate in the AF-15, and he said he didn't know that was going to happen, and that was what he was apologizing about. Maybe not. I could be wrong. Best investment for 500 gems right now, Mickey hat? No, I wouldn't really go into the Disney Golden Moments right now. 500 gems, you might be able to get an AF-15. Let's go check that price. You could get a common for sure. They're kind of dropping right now, though, so I don't know that it's a great pickup. 380. Let's see what common's doing. 605. It really hasn't been dropping that much. I mean, you're only 100 away from picking up a Grail. There's only 10,000 total on those. The 10,000 edition comics do really well. I kind of like the rare if you wanted to get really into it. But if you only have 500, so you can't get an AF-15, do I think you should get a common? Common gives you another 100 gems to spend afterwards. I don't know. We'll look in the market, see if there's any other good deals for 500 gems. Depends on if you like comics or collectibles. I'm kind of into the collectibles myself long term. But obviously, we have a lot of comic collectors on the app. So you can see those prices going up in the future. Wow, 130 for Babs Tar. Only 2,500 editions. Season 1 NFT. I'm kind of looking at scare stuff. Some of these lenticulars could be good deals right now. I know people have been talking about, they could see these House of Cards going up. They're only 999 editions of each. They do feature very important characters. We know that Rewind Collective loves to do airdrops. If they did an airdrop for the people who had that entire set, I would assume that airdrop would be worth a ton. There probably wouldn't be a lot of them. I'm always a big fan of Becky Cloonan. You can get that for under 500. That's from the first drop ever on the VeVe app. It gets the the FE tag, not the FA tag, but it's one of only 7 characters that will get the FE tag. It just looks cool. Very cool. Ron English really isn't my thing, says Ezeki Speak, but I'm really happy that VeVe is carving out a space for artists. Absolutely. I'm getting into the art a little bit. I don't know, Dan. Maybe I heard wrong. I'm not sure. Ed says Donkey and Shrek. Ooh, Donkey and Shrek would be a big drop. I think Shrek more than Donkey, though, right? And Nesta says for 500, MC1 Ultra Rare is a no-brainer. The problem with the MC1 Ultra Rare is the same problem that a lot of those comics have that first dropped on the app, the first 5 or 6, and they were grails, is that they had 4 in a row that are pretty much the same cover. You got the original cover, which is awesome. Journey into Mystery is another one. And then you got the black and white cover. And then you got the black and white and red cover. And then you got just black and white cover. I don't know. See, the problem with these 3 look so much alike, I think that keeps the value down. 483, you could afford one. Let's see what the edition size is on the Ultra Rare for that set. 2,400 editions. I'd rather get into the AF-15 personally. Ultimate Fallout 4 Ultra Rare, that's one I like a lot. Plus the art is awesome on it. It's not an exclusive though. Joe Fallon says I bought an ASM Common 252 for $12.99. Good deal, only 1,000 mints. Yeah, I like that one a lot. I wish I owned one. If I had a 252, I would go back to trying to collect all of the comics, at least one comic cover of everything that drops on the app. Let's see what they're looking like. They have gone down in value. Maybe it's time to start looking at these again. This is Amazing Spider-Man 252. It's not worth a ton in the physical world, but it's the only comic on the app that only has 1,000 total editions. Let's see how many commons there are. There's only 425 commons, is that correct? Wow. Common is 425 editions. Jeez, let me see the uncommon. Uncommon has 260 editions. This is just super duper 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 scarce. It is Spider-Man. Is it a first appearance of anything? The stunning debut of Spider-Man's black suit. Isn't this the one that sold for a whole bunch in the physical world because somebody, just like one page, sold for like $1 million? 175 on the rare. That's how many editions there are. So yeah, this is a super, super scarce one. I like the idea of picking that up. It's really expensive though. I don't know. For 1,200 gems, there's probably some better deals in the market. Ezeki Speaks says, AF-15 uncommon, either a handful of MC1 commons or ultra rare, or a handful of Vader commons. Vader commons right now, I think the edition size is too high. I don't know. I kind of like the ASM 252 common pickup. It's probably a smart pickup. You know, there's going to be so many people on the app in the future that want to get one of every comic, or maybe just one of every Spider-Man comic. They're going to want that, and there's not going to be enough to go around, and that's going to make that price go up. R. Gravy says, I scooped up an AF15 mint number 8162, August 1st. I was looking for that exact serial number, R. Gravy. I was thinking that nobody would realize that that's a good serial number. It's good to hear that you picked that up. I was actually scrolling through edition size, lowest to high, to see how much that, or see if that particular serial number was listed. 8162 because it stands for August 1st, 1962. Yeah, that's worth a ton. I'd say like, I want to say like 5K. I don't know. Was it a common? I assumed it was probably a common. 3-digit Vader Ultra Rare or Aston Martin Interactive. You're going to ask me that question? Do you know who you're talking to? I would get the Aston Martin, bro. That's like the best NFT on the app, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. What's up, Matt Mars? What's up, Mr. Evo? Says, I feel like ASM 252 always lacks liquidity. I don't know. I feel like people buy that every once in a while, as you can see. I don't know if it lacks liquidity. Maybe the rare, ultra rare. Not everybody's looking at that, but I feel like whichever one's the cheapest, people just want one of each comic, like I said. I don't know if they'd buy the uncommon. I'm always going for commons. I'm kind of just not even paying attention to uncommons anymore. Commons over uncommons for life. Seki Speak says, my buddy basically has been stacking S tier and A tier common, and it's been a great foundation for his vault. While mine goes up and down all the time because I have collectibles, his stays consistent. Is that true? Because I thought MC1 has been going down, ASM number 1's been going down, FF number 1. They don't go down much though. It was nice back when we had, let's check them up on Ecomi Wiki actually. It was nice when I had Bud Thompson's spreadsheet. I'm just used to looking at spreadsheets, so it's easier for me to comprehend the data. Let's check out Fantastic Four number 1. Let's see what the price action has been on it. That's the uncommon. That's the ultra rare. There's your common. And let's see, we want to look at price only. That's going to be your pink line. So yeah, it's been steadily going up. It kind of looks like a Bitcoin, zoomed in Bitcoin chart where it goes up and down, but overall it does keep going up. Right now it's at 50 gems. It was down to 46 gems about a week ago. Well, no, a few days ago. And then a week ago down to 47, so it has been staying pretty strong. I wonder if you can look up exact issues like Amazing Spider-Man 1, so I wouldn't have to look up all the Amazing Spider-Mans. Maybe if I use number 1. Oh, nope, that doesn't help. Amazing Spider-Man number 1, there's the uncommon, the ASM number 1. That price is up right now, quite a bit. 48.76, and there's only 50 listed. So yeah, you're probably right. Stacking up the Grail comics are going to hold value better. When is Decon? There's a couple Decons. There's one in London. I don't know when the London one is. Designer Con 2022 London. That should be coming up. And I know there's the New York City Comic Con, and VeVe said they're going to be involved in that. September 4th, 2022 for the Designer Con in the UK. And then there's one in Anaheim. I think that's in November 18th to November 20th. And I know on this Designer Con, November 18th to November 20th, if you get in here and look at the show info, the schedule, you can see some of the artists that are going to be at Designer Con, which means they may have drops there. There's Sket1, that's who does the Ting. We got Gary Baseman, that's who does Toby. Let's see, Tristan Eaton, that's who does the OG Devil Bunnies, and this is on Sunday, so I kind of feel like some of the Sunday people are the headliners. Let's see, there's some more. DJ Lance Rock, is that the dude from Yo Gabba Gabba? Because when my kid was a baby, we used to watch Yo Gabba Gabba all the time. And there was a dude named, I thought it DJ Lance Rock. Why would he be at Decon? I know none of you guys know what I'm talking about, unless you have children too. DJ Lance Rock. It is DJ Lance Rock. What? Ooh, that's dope. Alright, apparently DJ Lance Rock is going to be there for some reason. But another interview, the last interview on the last day is Tristan Eaton. So I kind of feel like he's like the main guy there. Steve Caballero. What if we get some Steve Caballero decks? Isn't he a skateboarder? I could be wrong about that. Caballero, that sounds familiar. Alright, we got some more. Yeah, what's up with DJ Lance Rock? Do y'all know him? Am I too late for the snipe? We can do a snipe at the end of the stream. What's up, my VeVe collection? MJP in the house. Am I going for the dinner with David? No, I'm low budget gang over here. What do you think of Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man? I'm not sure what that means, Toxic. Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man. You mean ASM 1? That's one we were just talking about. Very cheap right now. But there are high editions on that. especially compared to all the 20,000 edition drops. On Hell says uncommons are the original cover and a significant difference in edition numbers, best of both worlds. You would think so, and I thought so too, and a lot of the physical comic book collectors agree. However, if you look at the macro and you look at the stuff that's worth a lot, whenever the prices go up, the commons always flip the uncommons, and the higher they go up, the higher the commons separate from the uncommons. I still want to know what VeVe's plan is in regards to locked up NFTs from bots early on. I don't think they ever mentioned that. It determines my whole strategy with VeVe. Pre-KYC drops would theoretically go up due to scarcity. I agree, and I think they did actually mention that they would update edition size at some point whenever we get that metadata. So if they do decide to, I don't know if they're going to just burn all those NFTs that were caught in bot accounts, but I don't see what else they would be able to do with them. It looks like Sket1 will be on there twice. Brian Viveros is another artist that's already on the app. We'll do a snipe for sure today. Completed Mighty Marvel's Captain America set with Red Skull. Let's go. Congratulations. That is a good set. Red Skull has that Tesseract in his hand as well. The Spider-Man collectible. I mean, there's several Spider-Man first appearances. My favorite of the Spider-Man first appearances is the uncommon where he's upside down. But you also have the Ben Reilly. You have the zombie Spider-Man. I do like the zombie Spider-Man a lot. Prices are low right now. If you look at the all-time high on some of those, it would make you think that they're a good pickup. But on the other hand, you can get an uncommon Spider-Man for 127, or you can get like an uncommon Deadpool or a Black Panther for like 20 or 30 gems. So that makes it a little bit different. I mean, a little bit harder to stack these, but it is also the first ever Marvel drop. This Spider-Man right here. I don't like the Ben Reillys, and I don't like the zombie Spider-Mans because they say FA, but they're not the first Spider-Man on the app. And what were we looking at a second ago that I wanted to get back to? Oh, well, I lost it. Oh, yeah, the schedule. We already went through it all. Wish they would start throwing one-of-one comic editions into blind boxes for more iconic drops. Ooh, yeah, I like that. One-of-one covers, maybe signed. Editions. I'm bidding 69 on the auction. I don't know if that's going to win. I'm a secret rare Vader holder. There's no secret rare Vader, is there? Maybe there is. Roger Daughter says, if they update editions and burn, I'll be sitting very pretty. I can see that happening. They did mention it. I would have to go back and find out where they mentioned it and what exactly they were talking about, because maybe it wasn't bot accounts that they were talking about updating edition size. Maybe it was promo codes that didn't get redeemed. Silent Sniper says, how do you feel about the silent auctions? I really want to participate, but I feel like Wells will outbid me. I think Wells are going to outbid us as well. We did a poll at the beginning of the stream. It looked like most people thought that the price would end somewhere between 10K and 50K. I was thinking a little higher, but I don't think we're ever going to know what the price ends at. I don't think they're ever going to reveal the sell price on those one-of-ones, because why would they? They're silent auctions. There's no need to, unless they want to advertise it. Jacob De Leon, what's up, my man? Would you rather do a vid together and talk VeVe? I have a pretty good collection and good story about VeVe. Absolutely. Yeah, you can come on a live stream and do a drop with me, or we can do a recorded video for sure. Just hit me up on Twitter and the DMs at VeVe Vault. Diazzo says that could be why they changed the terms of service so they could maintain control of those bot accounts. Could be. Thoughts on Naruto? Do you think it will come? I don't know anything about anime. I don't even know what Naruto looks like. My kid says I can't even say Naruto right, even though he says it exactly the same way I do. Toxa says, do you think selling Beta Real Bill for 272 gems and buying FA Uncommon Spider-Man and Darth Vader Common? I don't love the Darth Vader Common right now unless you're holding it long term because of the high edition size. I do like the FA Uncommon Spider-Man a lot, so that's a good trade. I would do that. I'm not big. That's just because I'm personally not big on Mighty Marvels. Now, if you sell your Beta Ray Bill Mighty Marvel, and then tomorrow they come out with a Medium article saying that they're turning all the Mighty Marvels into a video game and the prices spike, then you'd lost out. But I feel like if they do the Mighty Marvel video game that a lot of people speculate about, that it's years into the future. Riz has 120,000 gems ready for the auction. Well, let's go. 120,000. You're about to put it on the one-of-one artwork. You might win with that. Honestly, I don't know. There's a lot of big whales on the app. Ultra Rare Ben always seems like it's a good buy since there's only 616 editions. Wow, I didn't know it was that scarce. And it's technically an FA, but it's so difficult to sell once you own one. Yeah, I don't even know who Ben Reilly is. I wonder if they hold your bid. I'm sure they do. But I think it did say, and you guys might want to check this out before bidding, that it cost money to bid on the one-of-one pieces. Let's see if we can find that article. VeVe, medium, maybe art. Maybe it'll pop up if I click art. Oh, I said article. I do not need your autocomplete, thank you. There we go. Art right here, David Warhol. Now let's see where it says something about it costs money to bid. I think we need to go to this one right here. This is the medium called Introducing VeVe Artworks. This tells you all the information about these one-of-ones, and sometimes even up to 1 of 5, they said, on the artwork silent auctions that they're going to be releasing. The first one starts today at 3 p.m. in about 3 hours. And we're talking about bidding on an artwork here. Let's see. Okay, so this gives you the information on it. Whoopsie. Did not mean to do that. Let's check it out real quick before we end the stream. I usually go for about an hour. About to end the stream in just a minute, but I do want to give y'all all the information you need to know about these one-of-one auctions before I do. You'll have 4 days to place your bid to win the artwork, and as this is a completely silent auction, you won't know what other VeVe collectors have bid, of course. You can only have 1 active bid at time per artwork. This means if there are multiple editions, you will only be able to bid on 1 of them, which is interesting, which means if they have another art piece that drops and it has 5 editions, you can bid on serial number 1, you can bid on serial number 3, or you can bid on serial number 5. You can't bid on 2 of them though, so that's kind of cool. You can update, edit, or withdraw your bid at any time within that 4-day period. However, you can only change your offer once every 3 hours. A timer will be visible on your stream letting you know how long until you can alter your bid. Bids cannot be altered within an hour of the auction expiration date. Any bids not withdrawn by that time will be final. Expiry? Is that a real word? Expiry? Bids cannot be altered within 1 hour of the auction expiry. Is that a real word, y'all? Expiry. I've never heard that. If you're the lucky winner, you'll be notified in the VeVe web app and via email, and will have 12 hours to pay for auction. Non-payment will result in account restriction. You better pay for that. If you're bidding on a one-of-one and you don't pay, that's a problem. You will also be notified on the web app if you did not win. But let's be real. Nobody wants to see that. Psh, we're all going to see that. All right, now there is a place where it says it costs money to bid, right? All right, depending on the piece and the rarity, some artwork auctions will require you to pay an entrance fee. All right, so we don't know if this one does or not because it hasn't started yet, but some of these artwork auctions will require an entrance fee. All right, I want to know if expiry is a real word. K Bacon says it's a real word. I'm skeptical. Expiry. I can't even use it in a sentence. I want to bid 1 gem just to say exactly, me too. Just as long as it doesn't cost me anything to bid. An auction that 95% of the community can't access or care about, we can access it, we just can't win it. What's up with people picking up the unicornos? I didn't realize that was a thing, Johnny Deep Dish. Are people picking up unicornos right now? That's kind of a scarcity supply thing, a supply shock. Sometimes the supply on those just shrink up and people start scooping them knowing that the price is going to rise. All right, before I end the stream, let me go over the alpha that some people think is more like some beta. I don't know. Some people don't think it's very alpha-ish at all. I thought it was a little alpha-y. I thought it was smart. And I'm telling you that I'm going to be capitalizing on this on myself probably in the next, I think by the end of the day, I'm going to be buying some of these. What we were doing earlier is comparing the 20,000 edition comics to the 30,000 edition comics. Look how many 30,000 edition comics are on the app. Tons of them. Most of them are 30,000 editions. But just recently, the most recent drops, they've been changing those 30,000s to 20,000 editions. And we need to find out where our advantage is. And if you look at the edition sizes of the 20,000 edition comics compared to the 30,000 edition comics, uncommons are almost the same, rares are almost the same, ultra rares are almost the same, secret rares are 100 difference, 500 to 600. But commons, there's almost double the amount of 30,000 edition commons as there are 20,000 edition commons. So when we're comparing some of these first appearances like Gambit FA, Cable FA, and we did New Mutants 98, it looks like these commons are really good pickups from these 20,000 edition drops. Tales of the Astonished number 13 in particular, 7 gems compared to like Avengers 4, which is around the same value. There are almost half as many common Tales of Astonished 13s as there are Avengers number 4, even though the price is half as much. Seems like a good pickup. All right, my homies and fellow NFT collectors, we want to do a one snipe at the end of the stream. We got some snipers in the chat saying, let's snipe something. Let's find something to snipe. Let's see what we got here. Sub fam just joined. Let's go. What's up, Ned? Nah, I mean, we're just hanging out. We're not doing anything special. Expiry date? It's expiration. Are they trying to make expiration? Is that too long of a word? They're trying to cut it down by calling it expiry. I don't like it. I don't like that word. Expiry. I think it's a made up word. I think whoever wrote that Medium article made up that word just for the Medium article to sound smart. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. All right, we're going to do a snipe today, and it's going to be the incredible Hawk number 377. Let's get our clock pulled up on the stream. Shout out to DJ Lance Rock. Apparently he's going to be at Decon for some reason from Yo Gabba Gabba. All right, it's a good timing. We'll do this at 12:02. I'm going to post this at 12:02. You got 2 minutes to get into the market, get ready to go. I'm going to be posting an Incredible Hawk number 377 common up for the snipe. And if you're able to get this snipe, make sure you go into the Super Sniper channel and post a screenshot so that you get a point. Expiry is more British. Okay. It might be like a Canadian word. Tells to Astonish to the Stream. Common gang. I'm going to stack around 40. Let's go. I got like 3, but I got all those on the drop. All right, let's make sure everybody accepted my friend request. They did. Good job, y'all. All right, let me send out these messages while we get ready for the snipe for the day. Let me get my clock pulled up so I don't miss it. Where'd my clock go? Here we go. You got 1 minute and 26 seconds to get in the market, get ready to go. But remember that there's 15 to 20 seconds of lag on the stream, so you'll be wanting to watch your own clock. We'll post it 2 minutes after the hour. Congrats, you won the Super Pals NFT. Please send your ETH address. I'm going to copy and paste it to all 3 of our winners for today. Boom. Oh, we already sent it. Good job. Boom. Already sent it. Good job. And boom. Already sent it. Good job. Y'all are on it. Good job, y'all. I'll send those out, the prizes, to the winners at the end of the stream. All right, guys. I'm going to be posting this Incredible Hawk number 377 common up in about 40 seconds at 12:02. I'll post it for, what's the floor price? 250? That's not bad on that. I'll post it for 1.1 gem. And whoever gets the snipe, make sure you screenshot it and put it in the Super Sniper channel. I need to update the score here. And you'll get a point on the leaderboard at the end of the month. Whoever has the most points on the Super Sniper leaderboard will win a free NFT. Yeah, 20 seconds. People in the UK also commonly call college university or uni. University, I hear that a lot, but uni, I wouldn't call it uni. That's like something you wear, isn't it? All right, fixed price. What point? Sorry, I forgot. I used my my GIF buttons. Here we go. Good luck, y'all. It's on. It's ready. It's gone. It went up about a second early. Let's see who gets today's snipe. If I go into my gem balance, it should show me who got it. Transactions. There's actually a difference between college and university. Wait, what's the difference, Bruin88? I don't know of a difference between college and university. Matt Mars did not get it. Expiry is also used in options trading. That's probably why I never heard of it. Big Red Hobbs in the house. Let's go. Roger Dodger got a snipe. Is that the first snipe Roger Dodger ever got in the sniper shootout? Let's go. Nice snipe, Roger. Tell us the difference, Bruin. Yeah, I want to know the difference between college and university. I mean, I want to end this. It's time to end the stream, but now my interest is piqued. What's the difference between college and, well, it popped right up like it's a thing. College and universities primarily differ. They do differ in program offerings. Yeah, right. And degree types. University refers to larger institutions offering both undergraduate and graduate programs. Colleges refer to community colleges, technical schools, and liberal arts. So if you go to Harvard, you don't say I went to college, I went to university. Interesting. Shout out to Roger Dodger. Make sure you post that screenshot of your snipe today in the Super Sniper channel. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. We do have the Seahawk comic dropping tomorrow. I will be live for the drop. I think I'm going to be going for as many as possible. I think it's going to be a decent drop. You might not want to sleep on it. And I will see you guys then. Thank you, Darkling. Thank you, Matt Mars. Thank you, Tucson, who says in the 1980s, Reagan forced a lot of great colleges to change to universities. Good old Reagan. He's known for that. University is hard. I went to Indiana State University. It's got university in the name, so that means I went to one of the good ones, right? All right, my homies and fellow NFT collectors, I will see y'all at tomorrow's drop. Later.